I've been knowing Coach Spady for years, and we've talked a lot of football together, and now I'm going back over my notes saying, man, how much did I tell him?
ASU was picked 4th out of 5 teams in the East Division. Alabama and A&M picked to finish ahead of them, 3rd in the East Division. Now, round 2 of the Open Championship halted due to weather and darkness. They resume in less than 3 hours with Dustin Johnson atop the leaderboard. But check it out, Danny Willett sits in 2nd place at 9 under par heading into round 3. Yeah, he played at Jacksonville State. Finally, Auburn head coach Gus Malzahn dapping it up with former Tiger golfer Jason Duffner. A swift trip from SEC Media Days overseas. Coach just soaking up the rest of the summer because fall camp gets underway in just a couple of weeks. It'll be here before we know it, guys.
You're watching WIAT CBS 42 News.
Sherry put it perfectly before the break. UAB officially back on the recruiting map.
Yeah, Lauren Sisler's in now with sports to tell us about the Blazers' first football commitment since the program was disbanded in December. Lauren, this is pretty big.
It is big. It's been more than 6 months since UAB's football program disbanded, and on June 1st it was reinstated. Now, July 16th, UAB football coach Bill Clark picks up Memphis offensive lineman Tyler Jones out of Albertville. He redshirted in his only season with the Tigers. Now, you want more recruits? We got them for you at the Hoover Select 7-on-7 tournament, including Auburn safety Trey Threat and his Spanish Fort Toros. Even though he's all in for Auburn, Threat still plans to enjoy recruiting.
I'm pretty solid on Auburn, so my commitment's not going to change. But, you know, I still have a couple teams that still send me stuff and call me and just ask how I'm doing and everything. So.
Another big name in the tournament, A-Roll Thompson from Florence. The 3-star inside linebacker originally planned to announce his decision in June, but he pushed it back to make sure he's making the right call.
Really just to, focus on my team a little bit more and make sure I make the right decision.
What are you looking for in school?
Really best education, where I can get the best playing time and where I can better myself the most.
Tournament action kicks off again tomorrow morning bright and early at 9 o'clock. It's the last of the preseason watch list for a while. The Walter Camp Award given to the nation's most outstanding player features Auburn running back Derrick Henry as well as Auburn receiver Duke Williams, both 2 high-impact guys here in 2015. Now, right on the heels of SEC Media Days is SWAC Media Day. Brian Jenkins makes his inaugural appearance as Alabama State's head coach, and he's already got October 31st circled on the calendar. And trust me when I say it's not because he wants to go trick-or-treating.
Let me tell you, I'm very aware of the Magic City Classic. It's an exceptional game. We're going to play an exceptional opponent who has a great coach in Coach Spady. I've been knowing Coach Spady for years, and we've talked a lot of football together, and now I'm going back over my notes saying, man, how much did I tell him?
ASU was picked 4th out of 5 teams in the East Division. Alabama A&M picked to finish ahead of them, 3rd in the East. Round 2 of the Open Championship halted due to weather and darkness. They resume in less than 3 hours with Dustin Johnson atop the leaderboard. But check it out, Danny Willett sits in 2nd place at 9 under par heading into round 3. He played at Jacksonville State. Now, Auburn head football coach Gus Malzahn dapping it up with former Tiger golfer Jason Duffner. A swift trip from SEC Media Days overseas. Coach soaking up the rest of summer because fall camp gets underway here in just a couple weeks, guys.
Gus standing on the same bridge Tom Watson stood on today for his final British Open. Pretty iconic moment.
It's all posed. Very good. Stick around. WIAT 42 News continues in a moment.